Good morning. I'm Kris Garin. I'm one of the founders of Good Food Markets. We're a social enterprise.
I can hear. Is there
Are we amplified?
is it on? Yeah. Okay. You're standing behind the mic.
Yeah. As a social enterprise focused on bringing fresh food retail to underserved communities in the district, we're very excited to be hosting this today. The grocery business is a really good place to be, to understand how much of the extraordinary progress of the last 15 years in the district has been unevenly spread. There's parts of town where you can walk to a Trader Joe's, a Whole Foods, and a Giant, and there's other areas like here before we were able to be here where it's a mile or more in any direction for anything that can work for people. So, we view the Living Wage Act and today's event as a great step in the direction of increasing that opportunity and access for everybody, and we're proud to be a part of it. So I'll also say we're proud that today doesn't mark a change in our payroll at all. This is where we were from the beginning, and in our view, this has been a long time coming, and hopefully the mark of continued progress here in the district. So, Mayor, welcome and congratulations. Thanks.
Thank you, Kris. Let's hear it for Kris in the Good Food Markets. Well, good morning, everybody. We're going to try to be as quick as possible because it's really warm today. But isn't today a good day for the residents of the District of Columbia? So today we start another step towards increasing the minimum wage in the District of Columbia. When I served on the council of the District of Columbia, I worked with my colleagues very hard to support and protect working people in our nation's capital by passing this common sense legislation. This is actually the second increase since the provision went into effect in 2014. With this increase in the minimum wage, there are now more people and more families who are on the pathway to the middle class in Washington, D.C. So give yourselves a round of applause. This legislation was passed, and I want to acknowledge all the members of the council who served at that time, who served previously, and who serve now. Because in the district, we want to make sure that if you put in a good, hard day's work, that you have a fair shot to live well here in the District of Columbia. I do want to acknowledge, I'm not sure if any of the members made it up today, but I do want to acknowledge Ms. Mobley from the Ward 5 Council office and Natalie Williams, who is representing my good friend on the council who fought really hard for this, at-large council member Vincent Orange. Give him a round of applause. So here are some of the numbers that we understand. We understand that 41,000 D.C. residents will earn the minimum wage in the district, which means they got a raise today. We're very happy about that. Today also marks the first day of stronger protections for workers' rights and their well-being. Now, more people will have access to paid leave when a worker or their family members are sick or have a medical appointment. Some people forget how hard it was for us to achieve paid sick leave in the District of Columbia, but I will never forget that fight. We also have stronger protections for reasonable workplace conditions for women during pregnancy, time off to care for babies after childbirth, and adequate accommodations for mothers who are nursing. Some of us take these benefits for granted in our daily lives. But before the passage of some of these laws, too many of our colleagues, our family members, our friends and neighbors did not enjoy these simple worker protections. We should all be proud of these benefits, that they are available to working people in the District of Columbia. So with the enactment of the Wage Death Prevention Act, My administration will hold all employers accountable to these new standards. And again, I want to acknowledge Councilmember Vincent Orange for his leadership and his oversight over our departments who will be responsible for the enforcement of these provisions. So we'll make sure that every business follows the rules so that all people working in the district have the same opportunities. And finally, I want to again recognize and thank the Good Food Markets for all that they do to drive and strengthen our economy. I want to acknowledge a few members of our team and some of the folks that you're going to hear from on the program as well. So you know where we are, right? We're on the Rhode Island Avenue Main Street. And so we want to thank all of the Main Street staff and board who are here. I understand that Jeremy is here from the board. Where's Jeremy? Thank you, Jeremy, for your leadership. I know we have some business owners from Rhode Island Avenue Main Street in addition to the Good Food Market. And I know one has been here a long time through thick and thin from Dudley Beauty Products. Where is Alfred Dudley? And now I want to recognize our whole effort around increasing greater economic opportunity. You're going to hear me talk about that a lot. Many of you have already heard me say that the chief reason that I believe that the residents of the District of Columbia sent me to the mayor's office was to focus on how we close gaps in our city. We're a prosperous city, so prosperous that, you know, we're giving money back to the taxpayers. That's how prosperous we are. They want to get the money back. And that's fine, but you cannot ignore doing the work that we need to get done to close the gaps. So I made a pledge that we would focus on creating economic opportunities for residents in all 8 wards of the District of Columbia. I appointed for the first time the deputy mayor for greater economic opportunity, Courtney Snowden. I recruited a nationally recognized leader to help build the capacity of our small businesses, Anna Harvey. And I charged Deborah Carroll at our Department of Employment Services not only with training and getting more D.C. residents in good-paying jobs, but also making sure that the rules we put in place are being enforced that will help us create greater economic opportunity in our city. I'm also pleased that a number of our partners who have been fighting for pay equity for all workers and fair wages for workers are with us today, just like the Just Pay Coalition, the Restaurant Opportunity Center of D.C. I know I see some UFCW here. Where's UFCW? I see Sam Epps somewhere and AFL, so hotel workers and our workers from AFSCME are all represented here. And I'm just really proud of the work that you have done and know that we will continue to work in partnership together for the residents of the District of Columbia. So I know I said I was going to be quick, but it's just so much to celebrate today, this July 1st. And next, I want to introduce Courtney Snowden, who will also introduce the next speakers. Courtney.
Today's such a good day, and I want to start off by thanking Mayor Bowser for her leadership on raising the minimum wage and protecting our workers' rights, both as a council member and, of course, as a mayor. And doesn't it still sound so good to say that, Mayor Bowser? As Deputy Mayor for Greater Economic Opportunity, I'm focused on expanding access to high-quality, fair-paying jobs in the District of Columbia. The raise in minimum wage from $8.25 to $10.50 is a difference of more than $4,000 a year for a full-time minimum wage employee. This makes a huge difference to a family. It can cover the cost of groceries, utilities, school supplies, or even continuing education. With this much-needed raise in the minimum wage, as well as added protections to basic workers' rights, D.C. is sending a clear message to all of our hard-working wage earners that we are here to fight with you. We're here to support you. No longer does a parent have to choose between caring for a sick child, their own personal health care, or their paycheck. And across the country, we've seen a rising tide of policies that increase wage and workers' protections for major corporations, cities, and states. Washington, D.C. has led this charge. After all, the district passed the Wage Theft Prevention Amendment Act back in 2014. As Deputy Mayor for greater economic opportunity, I'm proud to stand here with our mayor, Muriel Bowser, with Mr. Garin, and with the strong community advocates who are all here cheering today. Our team is working on the front lines of the fight to expand economic opportunity in all 8 wards. We're taking a fresh look at how district government agencies can more effectively support our residents. And as the mayor said, Director Carroll and Director Harvey are leading that charge in our cluster. And we're working particularly hard in those neighborhoods and investing in our communities that have been overlooked and underserved. We're standing in front of one of those fantastic businesses today, and I'm excited that we're here at Good Foods Markets, a business and a role model for the business community around the city, with an inspiring mission that paid its workers a fair wage above the minimum wage long before it was required by law. Small businesses like Good Food Markets are the engines of our local economy, but we rely on our businesses of all sizes to put our residents to work and to help build the strong, vibrant communities we seek. I'm about to turn this over to representatives of the Just Pay Coalition, a coalition working towards the enforcement of D.C.'s workplace justice laws. I want to thank the Just Pay Coalition for the work they've done to support the passage and implementation of these laws, and I look forward to working together, government, enterprise, and advocates to reach our common goal of expanding economic opportunity for all district residents, no matter their zip code. All right.
All right, good morning.
Good morning.
All right, my name is Gabby Madriz, and I'm the director of the Restaurant Opportunity Center here in D.C. Thank you. I am here today as a representative of the Just Pay Coalition. We're a coalition of worker advocacy and labor groups, and we're really excited to be here to celebrate the minimum wage increase and other recent victories in D.C. And special shout out also to Councilmember Vincent Orange, who introduced the minimum wage bill. So community groups such as those in the Just Pay Coalition and their members have fought for years to win a package of rights for workers across D.C. Aside from the Minimum Wage Act of 2013, which will raise the wages to $11.50 by this date next year, we've been victorious in passing the Fair Criminal Record Screening Act of 2014, the Wage Theft Protection Act of 2014, the Protecting Pregnant Workers Fairness Act of 2015, and the Unemployed Anti-Discrimination Act of 2012. That's a pretty awesome list of victories. So we all know that D.C. has seen a boom in economic development in recent years. Unfortunately, a lot of the gains from that development have only benefited a very small number of D.C. residents. Wage disparities are at a 35-year high, with Black and Latino workers seeing the slowest growth so far. Today's future increases in the minimum wage will help ensure that the prosperity of D.C. is spread across the district and doesn't leave low-wage workers behind. They are, after all, absolutely essential to the continued growth of our local economy. Our recent gains also ensure that D.C. workers don't have to choose between paying rent and going to a doctor's appointment. Parents don't have to choose between taking care of a sick child or parent and losing a day's wage. When workers have more money in their pockets and when they're healthier, our economy and our communities are healthier. We're also here to celebrate the collaboration between the Department of Employment Services and community groups in educating workers and enforcing employment protections. The only way to ensure justice for workers and compliance from employers is to continue the government and community partnerships. We can pass laws, but really they're meaningless unless we have proper education and enforcement. So we applaud DOES in being open and responsive in achieving the education and enforcement for the community. Buenos días, mi nombre es Gaby Madriz, soy la directora del Centro de Trabajadores de Restaurantes de D.C. Hoy vengo para representar la Coalición de Pago Justo, que es un grupo de organizaciones comunitarias y laborales. Con el liderazgo de trabajadores como ustedes, hemos ganado un aumento en el salario mínimo y también que sube hoy a $10.50 y a $11.50 el año que viene. También ganamos días de enfermedades pagados y protecciones contra la discriminación y el robo de pago. Estas victorias aseguran que los trabajadores del distrito puedan ganar un poco más, que tengan recursos contra la discriminación y que puedan cuidar la salud de sus familias sin temer perder sus trabajos y sus saldos. En colaboración con ustedes y el gobierno del distrito, vamos a seguir luchando por la justicia económica y laboral para todos nuestros residentes. The Just Pay Coalition is excited to continue organizing workers in D.C. towards living wages, healthy workplaces and communities, and justice overall. We look forward to continuing our partnership with D.C. government to make this a reality. And thank you all for making this a reality.
Where's Kyle Todd? Give us a wave, Kyle, Executive Director of Rhode Island Avenue Main Street Project. Thank you so much for your work. Are we bringing someone else up? Councilwoman Sullivan.
I'll get to you. Thank you. Thank you, Jameer Stewart.
Jameer Stewart, Restaurant Opportunities.
Yep.
Come on over.
Entonces, para que yo pueda interpretar y hable aquí cerca.
Sí, buenos días. Mi nombre es Delfina Flores, soy del Salvador y trabajo en una limpieza en la compañía CBM.
My name is Delfina Flores, and I'm from El Salvador, and I work as a cleaner in a company called CBM.
Estaba ganando a $9.50. Ahora, a partir de ahora, 1 de julio, voy a ganar a $10.50.
I was earning $9.50 before, but now from today on, I'm going to be earning $10.50.
Estoy feliz porque voy a poder pagar mi renta, ayudarle a mi mamá, a mi hija. Y gracias a Diosito y a los trabajadores del Centro de Justicia.
I'm really happy because now I'm going to be able to pay my rent, and I'm going to be able to help my mother and my daughter. And thank God and the workers at the Employment Justice Center for passing this.
Gracias a Dios, ahora conozco los derechos del trabajador. Gracias.
Thank goodness I now know my workers' rights. Thank you.
Thank you, Jameer. And Jameer Stewart from the... All right.
I'm sorry? Okay. So I want to make sure that we get to everybody, but I know everybody that has played a part in this progress in the district. We won't get a chance to hear from everybody today. But the last speaker is Jameer Stewart from the Restaurant Opportunities Commission. Are you Jameer? Okay, come on up.
Thank you, Muriel Bowser, for coming. I want to thank God for this day because I started back in the days at Windows World 15 years ago. And when the towers fell, I lost a job and had to go back to working a minimum wage. So today is actually a celebration for all of us. Don't look at it as 1050. Look at it as a milestone, of struggle. Because I had to lose something to understand today is different. So it's a struggle for all of us. So I'm just here, and I'm making it quick for everybody. We need this wage, a living wage for everybody. And 1050 is a start. So don't give up the fight. And we're going to keep fighting for what's best for us. Thank you, Muriel Bowser.
Thank you. I appreciate it. So if Courtney, if Team Dim Geo would join me up here. And I also, we opened the Dim Geo office today, right?
That's right. We opened it today at 4 o'clock.
Okay, so let me also invite everybody to join us for an open house at our newest office. Oh, before I turn to Dim Geo team, we have been joined by a member of the council and a new council member. I call them the new old council members, or the new kids on the block, because they know a lot about a lot of things. And I know you sent them there to really make sure that we are continuing going to create more opportunities for the residents of the District of Columbia. And I would especially put at-large council member Alyssa Silverman in that category. Councilmember Silverman.
Well, this is a great day, right? Yes. And July 1st of next year will be even better. As some of you know, so thank you first, Mayor Bowser, and thank you for your persistence on making sure that those in this city who need help the most are getting it. Before becoming elected to the D.C. Council, I worked with some of the folks here in this audience, helped playing a role to raise the minimum wage in the district. You guys are part of community groups, labor unions, ROC, economists, high road businesses, and the D.C. Council all joined together to raise the minimum wage from, it was $8.25 per hour just a few years ago to $10.50 today, $11.50 next July, and then index for inflation after that.
All right.
Yeah, I think that deserves a round of applause. That's right, Mayor Bowser. Maybe this will help. So you guys know what the scoop is that study after study shows that the minimum wage is one of the most effective tools we have to combat poverty and help workers provide for their families. And the minimum wage hike is going to affect more than 40,000 district residents, which is more than 1 in 8 working adults in our city. And thanks to the minimum wage hike signed last January, a minimum wage worker today will earn about $4,700 more than they would have just a year and a half ago. That's something to clap about as well, right? And we all know that $22,000 isn't a lot of money, and it's incredibly hard to live in this city on that wage. And we need to do more to help D.C. residents get quality jobs, and the minimum wage hike is a huge first step that will make a big difference. We're also doing a lot in terms of providing housing to our families, because we know that at that wage you need help with housing. Well, anyway, thank you very much, Mayor Bowser. Thank you, Deputy Mayor Snowden, for really focusing on this issue, and to our DOES director and our head of DSLBD, Department of Small and Local Businesses. Thank you, and look forward to working together. Thank you all.
Thank you, Alyssa. So let me also recognize the Chief of Staff for Councilmember Grasso, Dion Calhoun. Where's Dion? There she is. Okay, nice to have you here. And I'll take a few questions, and then we're going to go inside. So first on this issue, and then we'll take general questions. Yes, Graham.
Mayor, I know this is
Could you just remind me where you're with now?
Sure.
And that also reminds everybody to say their name and their organization.
I'm with Inside Sources now.
Okay.
So the wage goes up to $11.50 next year. It's indexed to inflation. Can you walk me through your thinking on why, say, a $15 wage wouldn't be right for D.C., and why? Have you had any conversations with your colleagues who run cities across the country who have gone up to that level?
Well, I had the opportunity to represent the district at the U.S. Conference of Mayors just last week. Hundreds of mayors from around the country came. And about 8 of us were able to stand up to say that our cities took the step that the Congress has been unwilling to take in increasing the minimum wage. So around different jurisdictions there is a different context. And so I think that the jurisdictions arrived at a wage that they thought was fitting our context. A big discussion, as you will remember from the council last year, was what are the surrounding jurisdictions able to do as well. And while we weren't able to move our friends in Virginia, we were very pleased that our neighbors in Montgomery County and Prince George's County also increased their wages. So we think that puts us, continues to have us in a competitive place because we want to continue to be a place where business is located. Anybody else? Okay, press questions first, and then I'll take community questions, okay? Any other press questions? Okay, yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am. This is for all employers. That's the law of the land in the district. Yes. Okay, I'll take you, and then you, sir, will have the last question. Yes, ma'am.
I'd like to ask a question. You all want to make sure that everybody has an opportunity to own a small business. It seems like the small businesses are sort of unbalanced, who are owning the small businesses in the district, and rather be taking up that space. So we need to see something so that everyone has an opportunity, not just people that have money to own a small business.
Okay, let me turn to Anna just to give you just a quick description. There are a lot of programs for small businesses. We won't be able to talk about them all now, but we'll hit some of the highlights in Anna's description. And I'll just also tell you how I have changed the mission of Anna's office. She runs the Department of Small and Local Businesses. And in my view, too much of their attention had been focused on certification issues and not enough attention focused on building capacity and finding matching opportunities for DC small businesses. Anna might also touch on her oversight over Main Street programs like this one and how the district is involved in supporting businesses on retail corridors. Anna?
Thank you, ma'am. Thank you for your question. And I just want to tell you something very, very, very quickly. You can come to the office. We have always open for you, anything you have. But you have 4 things that we're going to do for you. First, we're going to increase the capacity or get you started, if that's what you want, if that's what you need. We're going to get you the capital. You know, without the vendors that we have, we make sure that you can finance that business. Our third C, capacity, capital. Then we want to get you contracts or clients, whatever it is. That's our job. And my 4th C is customer service. So we should be able to answer to your questions and just come by. My car is right behind you, and I'll catch you in a little bit. Can you give us your address? DSLBD.dc.gov. That's the website, and you'll find all the trainings that we have, all the support that we have is right there. Thank you.
So I'll just add that we have Anna has a challenge that was issued to us by the White House. And, you know, I like challenges. And part of that challenge is that we're going to have the ability to get a business open in one day. So if the business owner does his or her part, has all the information, is ready to go, we want to work with our Department of Consumer and Regulatory Affairs, our tax office, so that there will be a one-stop, and it may be virtual, online stop, that a person who's motivated and organized and ready can start his or her business in a day. And we should also mention that the Good Foods Market, there's a program called the Great Streets Program that makes grants to retailers, bricks and mortar businesses like the one we're in front of, to help them with facades, but more recently also to help them with inside improvements. So if you're organized, ready, motivated business owner, we want to help you get in business. We want to help you get in business. Last question.
Yeah. My name is Muriel Bowser.
Yes, sir.
I like to see the development of shopping and employment. However, there's a parking problem. If I move my car at 8 o'clock in the morning to the gym, I can't park back on 20th Street.
Okay.
How do we solve this problem?
Let me find out a little bit more about it, sir. And so we'll talk. You see, Tommy and Malik are my Ward 5 represent. All right, Tommy's going to give me a download because I want to be informed when I answer your questions. So let me figure out where the overflow parking is coming from, what strategies we've tried.
I know where it's coming from.
Okay, so people are coming to shop on Rhode Island Avenue?
Class, work, shop, but not so much in shopping and work. The entire day.
All right, let me look at it and see if I can offer some suggestions.
Okay.
All right, thank you, everybody. Have a great day. And you know, guess what? There's some businesses open on Rhode Island Avenue, so you might want to stop in there. And I saw a couple of Ward 5 ANC commissioners, Jackie Manning. I saw the chairwoman. There she is. There's the chairwoman. Thank you for being here, and thank you for always supporting initiatives in Ward 5. Thank you, Kathy. Have a good one, everybody.